Can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you.
Hey guys, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy, and today I'm doing a pick a card all about what they secretly want you to know. So this is a love reading, and we're going to find out what messages your person has for you that they may not be able to tell you because of emotional blocks or other stuff going on in their life. So this should be a really insightful reading. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's so good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate you guys being here. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. All that information is down below in my description box. You will find a link to my website. There's a page on that website that lists all my current readings and sessions that I offer, as well as there's links to my social media. Now, before you see 3 hearts. These are going to be our psychic linking objects. I have done one card pull. It is from the Kuan Yin Oracle. It's one of my most underutilized decks, and I felt called to that Oracle deck, so I'll be using that as well for this reading, but that's not part of the psychic linking object, so we're just going to use the hearts here. I will be pulling initials, letters, and charms at the end of each group, so we'll find out more about who is talking, your person. Their initials might come up. Your initials might come up. We'll just see what happens. And with that said, I'm going to show you guys your hearts close up. Group 1, you are the purple heart. Group 2, you are the white heart. Group 3, you are the pink heart. Okay guys, those are your groups to select from. I will insert a little video with some backing music. You guys can kind of chill out and see which group you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one group, there's probably more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful magical creatures on the other side. Bye guys.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can't and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want. The gas in the back of the set, never left, she's so bad. By thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can't and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want. The gas in the back of the set, never left, she's so bad.
Hey Group 1, all of you that selected this purple heart, this is your reading all about what do they secretly want you to know. These are love messages from your person. These are things that they may not feel like they can tell you. There may be emotional blocks or whatnot. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I have one card that I did a pre-shuffle on. I will be getting cards as I go, and I will be getting initials, letters, and charms at the end. Let's see what came out with the Kuan Yin Oracle. We have Weave the Future Golden, 44. Okay, some of you guys may be feeling like a little hopeless about the future. You may be feeling down. I feel like you guys might be depressed about your connection. Maybe you guys are in separation, either like physically or they haven't come into your life yet. This may be their higher self communicating this message to you today. If you are with your person, you may live in different places, or there may be some kind of emotional separation here going on. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead, and although I'm shuffling the tarot, I'm feeling like I need to get some love messages first, so that's what we're going to do. I'm getting called to this Dream Discernment deck. All right, what messages do you want Group 1 to know? I think there's concern here that you're losing hope. And I understand, you may have not had a lot of luck in love, and you may be blocked from physically being together as far as like money or children or some kind of responsibilities, or you just haven't been able to find each other in the chaos of the world yet. And it may just feel very overwhelming that you're always going to be apart, you're never going to be together, you're never going to see each other on a daily basis. And maybe I'm feeling like there's an energy of like, it's just not enough. And it feels very sad. I feel sad. And there is a concern coming in from this person about this sadness. Okay, we have, are you struggling to find joy in your life as you did as a child? And this is Santa Claus. Oh, you guys. Are you struggling to believe in love, in the possibility of true love, in the wonder and magic of love? This soul is very concerned for you. That the overwhelming pressures of life is wringing all the joy out of this connection. It's destroying the joy, not destroying it as much as you're becoming so distracted from the connection that you're not able to connect with the joy. Some of you guys are disassociated from the joy of this connection. For some of you, you're disconnected from the joy of the possibility of this connection. It's like you're not believing in the possibility of love in your life. Like you're losing the ability to believe that kind of love is there for you or going to manifest for you. Are you beginning to feel pride in yourself and your purpose, Peacock? Yeah, it's like you're losing faith in yourself. You may be losing faith in, it's almost like you're going through the dark night of the soul and you're redefining yourself. You're redefining your life, and you're in that part where you start to lose faith in earlier concepts of love, perhaps love of self. But know that as you go through this process, you're going to rebuild. There's going to be new hope and vitality that comes in, okay? If this is a relationship, I feel like, and you're together, and it's healthy, and this really is about the stress of the constraints of this relationship, I feel like there is new vitality coming in and new opportunity and new pathways of connection, okay? And for others, this is new opportunities and new pathways appearing in your life that's going to allow this person to come into your life, okay? But it has to do with this process of healing that you're going through. We have seashells. Are you seeking protection and shelter from your current situation in life? I feel like some of you guys, if you're currently in a relationship, there may have been something recently that triggered you. It may have triggered some childhood issues. You may be someone who's had some trauma in your life, and this is difficult. A lot of times when we're children of trauma, or adults of trauma, our relationships sometimes touch on those very tender parts of ourselves. And you may be struggling to not run. You may be struggling to not sabotage the relationship. Now, this could be your person as well. Just take what resonates here. Okay, the message is what's important here. And the person wants you to know that they see your strength. They see you not being destructive. They see you trying to sit with it. Like, I feel like you have changed. You have grown, and you may not see it. You may not understand because I feel a confusing energy here. Let's pull some tarot. I feel oops, I just dropped a whole bunch of cards. Okay. I feel a confusing kind of energy here. Like you're struggling. You're struggling to stay connected. You're struggling to believe. You're struggling with your issues, like childhood issues coming up, of worth, of believing in magic, of believing in the wonder that love can be, that someone could feel that deeply for you. And even if someone has shown up for you, you still may not believe they have the same depth of love for you that you have for them. And it's hard. It's hard when you've been in situations where the foundational relationships of love have been so negative. But this Kuan Yin card is saying, have faith in your future. Have faith in your relationship. Have faith that you came together for purpose and for reason, and you will come together. That everything that is happening has purpose. You're healing right now. And for some of you, you've been triggered by your person and you're healing. And you haven't reacted, okay, which is a good thing. I'm going to take all three of these cards. You haven't reacted. You have sat with it. I feel like a lot of you have your partner may not even know that you've been triggered. They may not even be aware of what you're going through because it's like, some of you guys do not realize what you're doing. You have taken responsibility for your emotions, which is huge when you have trauma and these kind of issues. And instead of reacting and throwing and projecting, you've taken responsibility and you're sitting with it. You may be very confused about it, which is okay. It's okay to be confused. Any way you feel is okay. But you haven't ran off. You haven't sabotaged. You've stayed with it. And this person wants you to know they see you and they appreciate what you've done because they don't want to lose you. And this person who hasn't shown up yet physically, they appreciate that you're staying in the moment. You haven't given up yet, okay? We're going to read reversals today. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, and we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm seeing like you're working on some big burdens. You're working on moving forward. You're having a hard time. And that's okay. It's okay for you to struggle. I want you to give yourself permission to struggle. You need to say to yourself, it's okay for me to have a hard time. I don't have to be perfect. It's okay for me to struggle. But if you're in a relationship with someone, you need to be able to tell them you're struggling. You guys may have a hard time opening up emotionally to your person. Okay. And really, that's a lot of what this pick a card is about. It's about people who have issues opening up. And I feel like, you're blocked because, you've had a lot of loss. You've suffered some trauma here. You've suffered instability is what I'm hearing. Instability. Can we have some clarity on that Six of Pentacles in reverse? Can we have some clarity on the Six of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, there just hasn't been real good give and take in your life. There's been a lot of taking and not a lot of giving. This person wants to give to you. But understand that this person is not perfect. Okay, they have their own fears. They have their own baggage, just like you do. And they are nervous because they feel you being distant. They feel you kind of getting in that boat and going back to your island kind of thing. And they don't want that because they know, and they're okay with this taking a while, but the distance, I'm hearing it's dangerous. The distance is dangerous because they, especially if you guys are in separation, being it physical or you haven't met yet or whatever, that mindset is very isolating. And isolation can breed further isolation. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want that. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is coming up because you're going to be asked to have some faith in your relationship and open up. Okay? Open up to your person. Open up and do some talking and share your heart space. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is going to be really hard to talk about because it involves real emotion. And, you know, if you have been mistreated, had trauma, been emotionally abused, that kind of thing, opening up your heart space is absolutely terrifying. Because you've had your heart space stepped on, crushed, and thrown away by people who were supposed to love you at a foundational place. And if you don't have that foundation, it's very, very scary because I feel like you have a glass heart that has been taped. I'm literally seeing a glass heart that's been like taped with tape back together, clear tape, like cellophane tape, you know what I'm talking about, back together. It's very delicately taped together and it could crumble at any moment. And what's happening here is as you open up your heart space to your person, I feel like those cracks in your heart chakra are going to begin to really mend. They're going to begin to heal. And that tape is going to turn into like tissue. It's going to turn into substance. It's going to energetically begin to heal. And this is going to be, these are in relationships that are positive, uplifting, etc. Now, if you are not with your person, then this is about you getting real with your emotions and not allowing your fear of self-revelation of your emotions, self-awareness of how you're truly feeling, scare you into isolating yourself, into distancing yourself, into disassociating from your emotions. If you need help working through your emotions, please seek help. That's what professionals are for, all right? Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, we have two cards in reverse. We have Judgment, okay, and we have the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay. Yeah, I just feel like this Judgment in reverse does not feel bad. I feel like you are taking your time. To me, this is validation that you're taking your time. And with the Five of Wands in reverse, you are not being reactive. I have said this before and I stick by it. It is better for you to do nothing and just be and get your energy in a calm state than when you're confused and get some clarity than to react. Okay, so I think you're doing a great job by just staying where you are and getting calm. I think peace is going to be real important for you. Solid ground, stability, and do whatever you need to do, you know, legally. You know what I'm saying? I think some of you guys, I see like an island here. It's cold, it's dark, it's isolated. It reminds me of islands around the Pacific Northwest. I feel like you guys, some of you guys just need to go out and like be around some friends or talk to some friends online or, you know, play some video games online or, you know, hang out or reconnect with some friends if you're not in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, you need to make some time to spend with your person, okay? Especially if you are not, if you live like apart from each other, okay? You need to make some time. I think you both need it. You need the reassurance, okay? Because one of you is having a very hard time, to the point where, you know, they may have rode halfway out to Isolation Island. Okay. You know, I laugh about it because I have a dark sense of humor, you know, and a lot of us who've been through, you know, trauma, we do. So take that as you will. Let's get some more energy here. Tell me more. What else do you have to say to my group one? I'm feeling this particular card right here. Some secrets are like stones, too heavy to carry. Some secrets are like stones, too heavy to carry. Okay, so this person wants you to know that you can talk to them. Okay, they are not going to run off. They are not going to judge you. They are not going to leave you, and they're not going to love you any less. In fact, I feel like your relationship is going to grow. Okay, what else do we have here? You won't see if you can unless you cross the bridge. Speaking of the island, you guys, it's a bridge, okay? This particular place you're at in your relationship, it's a bridge to a whole new level of your relationship. And it requires emotional investment. Probably the kind of emotional investment you've never done before, because you're at a place in your life where you're being more authentic and being more real. And so you want a more real relationship. And it may just have occurred to you that this more real relationship is going to require you to be more real with your partner. And your person is telling you, you can be real with me. Like, I want to know. I want to know what happened to you. I want you to tell me about your fear. I'm going to be there. I'm very stable. I'm not going to run off. Like, I got your back. And I know you hear me, but I also know that some of you cannot, for some reason, you can't take that in. It's almost like you're blocked from being able to receive that. And I'm going to tell you guys that you need to reflect on what that is. Why can you not receive that? Why can you not believe this person loves you that much? Because that really is the issue here. The issue isn't that do they love you? They're coming through this reading telling you that. They're telling you that they want you to open up to them. Maybe this person isn't as emotional as you think you need. Maybe they're not as verbal as you think that you need. That is a conversation you need to have with them. People are not mind readers. They don't know what you need. You have to tell people. It is not realistic to expect people to fulfill your needs when you never told them what you need in the first place. Now, caveat, you may just be figuring out what you need in a relationship, in a healthy relationship, because you've been in toxic relationships. So now you're just kind of confused because you're like, I don't know what I need, but I need something. Give yourself time to figure it out and tell them that. Tell them I'm trying to figure out what it is I need because I'm feeling the lack of something. And I don't know what it is. But I'm going to take my time and I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to take this card right here. We have, let the pain make you a leader and not a monster. Okay, do not let the pain destroy our relationship. That's what I'm hearing. Do not let the pain destroy this. Do not let your past, do not let what you've been through, do not let what other people did to you destroy our connection. I have never met anyone like you. You mean more to me than anyone. And there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. Do not sabotage this because you don't think you're worthy of it, because you don't believe me because of what you've been through. What I'm hearing is stop paying for the sins that someone else did to you. Those were things you didn't commit them. They're not yours to carry. The burdens, the shame, all of that, that's not yours. That belongs to someone else. Set yourself free to love this person. Have faith in this connection. All right, let's get some more cards here. Okay, I'm being pulled to this oracle deck. Let's shuffle this up. What else do you have for my group one? What else do you have for my group one? What else do you want to say? I'm hearing like I'm not the most romantic person, but spiritual maturity, but I'm learning. Like I want to give you the things you need, but you're going to have to tell me. You're going to have to tell me. And I think for your connection, for your journey, it's very important that you assert the things you need, right? It's part of your healing process because I feel like for you, you've probably had some issues with your throat chakra. Um, you probably have had to keep secrets before. Um, you've probably had people shush you or not listen to you or felt really voiceless in your life. And part of your life journey is learning to assert yourself in relationships, not just pleasing people, okay, but asserting yourself. And that is not just giving boundaries, but also telling people what you need in those relationships. If you don't tell people what you need in relationships, they cannot give those things to you because they don't know that you want those things. And this person may want to do things for you. They may want to give you those things, but they're afraid that if they do those things, it might be weird for you or it might be suffocating. So this conversation, I feel like you guys need to have a heart-to-heart conversation. This conversation might be something that both of you need to have, not just one of you. Okay. What else do we have here for my group one? What else? Deep healing from group one. Deep levels of healing. Profound levels of healing, I'm hearing. This could be the one, soulmate. Okay. This could be the one, soulmate. So this is definitely a powerful soulmate, okay, who's here to help you through this healing process. And this may be the one who, you spend the majority, if not the rest of your life with. This is a very important soulmate. I feel drawn to pull another card here. I feel like the relationship may be scary to you, but don't let the fear you have about emotional intimacy make you afraid of this person, okay? The fear is the emotional intimacy because emotional intimacy has been very difficult for you in the past. It hasn't paid off for you. Let's be honest. I feel bad. You've been emotionally abused. I'm sorry, It leaves scars that run very deep and it takes a lot to heal them. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of effort. And I think you're there. I think you're at a place where you can heal this, but it's going to take some time. It's going to take some nurturing. It's going to take some patience. It's going to take some faith in yourself that you know the way, okay? And if you're in a healthy relationship, then you should be able to trust this person. And they're telling you to trust me. I'm your soulmate. I feel like you're the one for me. You're the one for me. That's what I'm hearing. You're the one for me. We have reconciliation, heart-to-heart conversations. This reconciliation, I don't feel like you guys are broken up, okay? But it does feel like there's distance here. So I feel like this heart-to-heart conversation is going to have you guys coming back together. I feel like you guys need to talk. If you guys are in a relationship, whatever this is, you could even live together, but there's emotional distance. There's some kind of distance here. Either you're not together, you're together, but you live apart, or you're together and there's emotional distance. But I feel like you guys really talking about this issue with emotional intimacy is really going to help you become closer. It's going to make you happy. It's going to help you with the 10 of Cups. It's going to help you feel more fulfilled. We have, it's safe for you to love. They want you to know that they are a safe place for you. They are your safe place to fall. Maybe you feel like you've never had a safe place to fall. This is your safe place to fall. They are your safe place to fall, okay? Trust your instinct with this person, okay? I feel like you're not trusting yourself, right? And I feel like your union here is about you going to a deeper level. I feel like every relationship is different. And this relationship feels like it may have started off not super deep, kind of deep, but not super deep. This is where you take the deep dive. This is where the emotions get really intense. You want intensity? Did you ask the universe for intensity? Did you ask the universe for an intense, real connection with somebody who knew you? It gets scary, doesn't it? You asked for it, and the universe is giving it to you. And you're trying to run away from it because you're having to face some of your fears of emotional intimacy. This person wants you to know they're a safe space, and the universe wants you to know your guides, your angels, your ancestors. You manifested this, okay? This is part of your life journey, okay? Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. So do you want it? Do you want this intensity? Do you want an intense, passionate, powerful relationship? Are you willing to leap towards it? Are you willing to have faith in yourself and in your relationship? That is the bottom line. Do you want what you're manifesting? Do you still want it? You can say no and walk away, okay? But this person wants you to know that they're a safe place. They want to help you heal. They are your healer, just like you heal them. What else for my group 1? Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow and you will be surprised where it leads. I feel like the flow between you two is trying to move you forward, and there is resistance by you, or the person who's having the emotional issue, okay, the emotional intimacy issue. It feels like you. And it feels like this person's trying to tell you, let's go with the flow of this. Like, dive deep with me. Give it to me. Give me your emotion. Don't be afraid. I want that. And see, many people right now are healing their divine feminine. And part of that is the power of the emotions. The dark emotions, the light emotions, all emotions, the deep, passionate emotions. And for many of us, when we get into our emotional selves, that's where we get the deep bonding, the kind of bonding that can be scary for those of us who have been traumatized. Because in a way, it makes us feel a little powerless. Because we feel like this person has some kind of power over us because we're so emotionally bonded to them. And we need to redefine our power. We need to see that us investing in another human being with deep emotion is not making us making us powerless. It's actually making us more powerful because we're owning our emotions and we're willing to invest in another. Okay, let's get one more message here and then we'll move on to your charms. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Let go. Stop yourself from stopping the conversation. Stop yourself from not sharing the emotions. When you feel like sharing, share. When you feel like getting emotional, get emotional. Let them see you as a fragile, passionate human being. Okay? They love you. They want to be there for you. But it's like, I'm hearing like missed opportunity. They feel like they're missing these opportunities to know you more. It's almost like they feel like they're being denied access to parts of you. And that's hurtful. This is all part of this healing, spiritual maturity journey about crossing that bridge. All right, let's get some initials, letters, and charms for you guys. Okay, group 1, these are your letters and your charms. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, their initials, a name, a word, something meaningful, a screen name. Just take what resonates. We have GLCOB, WKDUA, LNP, FT, OBSMEIADF. All right, you guys. You got quite a few charms. With the witch's hat here, this is what I'm getting, okay? I'm feeling like we have the bat here, we have the zombie. I feel like you have stepped into your power in different areas, okay? This emotional intimacy place is not one of them in your relationship. It's almost like this is one of the last really powerful obstacles to overcome, is this fear of emotional intimacy. You may have this problem with everyone, not just with your partner, but in your friendships and things like that. You may be developing deeper friendships, but they're at arm's length because you're still learning how to trust people, learning how to trust yourself. And this relationship has presented itself to help you learn to trust yourself and to trust others. This person is not going to go anywhere, okay? They're here for you, all right? And I'm feeling with the devil here, I feel like it's almost like you have the devil on your shoulder. Like this is like an internal pattern or voice, old patterning, baggage telling you that, you know, if you tell them how you really feel, if you tell them what you're really going through, they're going to leave. They're not going to love you. Maybe throughout your life, when you haven't appeared perfect, when you haven't held things together and people pleased, maybe people leave when you stop meeting their expectations and you're afraid if you show what you perceive as weakness to this person, they'll leave. This is part of healing up a people pleaser syndrome, where you tell people only the stuff that makes them happy, that keeps them around. It's a little manipulative, and hey, we all manipulate. That's part of human nature. But part of healing is becoming aware of how we manipulate each other, how sometimes it's very toxic, and how it locks up ourselves. We lock ourselves into this kind of place where we can never heal, where the wound is never scarred over. We can never put medicine on it because it's always open, right? So I feel like you're with somebody who really wants to be present for you and really wants to help you heal this. And they want to be in the moment of that with you. But you're going to have to open up and talk to this person. They're not going to read your mind. That's not this kind of relationship, okay? That's part of the journey to a deep, more meaningful relationship. I feel like you wanted a powerful relationship. You wanted to be with somebody who was your true soulmate. Well, here you go. So, are you going to do it? Are you going to walk across the bridge? Are you going to invest emotionally? Listen, we're going to get hurt. You cannot go through life and not get hurt. It just isn't the way it is. But we have a little Christmas stocking here, okay? And I want to tell you, and then we have this medallion, this little like charm medallion, and it says, I'll read to you what it says. It says, may you always have a shell in your pocket and sand between your toes. All right? I just feel like grounding yourself, okay? Opening up to your partner, to yourself, if you're in a relationship, if your relationship hasn't manifested yet. This is about healing yourself, staying grounded, and allowing the universe to bring you gifts, to receive gifts, okay, that are nurtured by your emotional investment, either in yourself, in yourself and in your relationships, friendships, otherships. You know, if you've never let people come over to your house, maybe you invite someone over to have a movie night with you. I know, if you haven't ever done that, like, because I'm one of those people where I don't just let people come in my house, you know, I get it. You know, it's your sense of safety. But we all got to cross that bridge sometimes and let people in, okay? And it's time for you. And if you want this powerful connection, you're going to have to walk across the bridge, okay? You're safe here. You're safe. There's an angel here. And there's ancestor energy as well with the skeleton. This is actually a Day of the Dead figure for me. And I just feel like your ancestors are around you. There's angelic energy around you that's really helping guide you through this situation. But it really is about you having faith. You're healing up some root chakra, like root sacral chakra issues. You have to have faith in your journey. You have to have faith in yourself. You have to stop disassociating from your emotions and how you feel. You have to stop hiding it. You have to get emotionally intimate with yourself and with your person. Your person wants you to know, again, that it is safe for you to talk to them. They want your emotional intimacy. They want to go deeper with you. That's why they showed up in the first place. Okay? All right, group one, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you, beautiful, magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that were drawn to this white heart here, this is going to be your reading all about what they secretly want you to know. The card that came out for you from the Kuan Yin Oracle is the Book of Changes. So change is on the horizon for you in love, and your person wants you to know that, okay? Whether you're together or in separation. All right, so let's get some cards for you. I'm being guided to the love romance angels. That's what this is. Okay. All right, keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates. I'm going to be pulling, obviously, as I go. I'll be getting letters, initials, and charms at the end of the session. All right, what do you want to say? You know, the purpose of this reading is for people to be able to say what they're having a hard time saying to their person. All right, so keep that in mind. Okay, we have release your ex. Okay, some of you guys are still dealing with your ex-wife, ex-husband, ex-partner, or you're dealing with the baggage, maybe damage that was caused by an ex. All right, what else? What else? Maybe they're releasing their ex. Maybe they're dealing with, there might be still children issues here as well. But changes are on the horizon. We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, so there's real emotion here. What they're feeling is real. They want you to know that. Even though there may be some issues with an ex here going on, the emotions are real. I do care for you. I love you. I think I'm in love with you. I think I'm in love with you. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay, so this person is very passionate about you. Okay, and they want you to know that. They want you to know that even though there are issues, we keep going back to that. Even though there are issues here with an ex, there's some kind of baggage here. There could be baby parent drama. There could be divorce issues or just huge amounts of baggage. That what they feel is very real and it's very passionate, okay? And it's almost like the Book of Changes is about you having faith in the universe. That the changes that are coming are going to be good for you. I feel like they're very positive changes. But change, honey, change is hard, okay? Even good changes can be rattling. We have to care for those who once cared for us is one of life's highest honors. Okay, so this person wants to have an opportunity to care for you, okay, in a meaningful way. In a meaningful way. We have strut your stuff like no one is watching. Okay, they want to see you in a more confident way. I feel like this is a little confusing. I feel like either one of you or both of you feel a little beaten up. Maybe one of you is not feeling very important right now because of the other stuff going on, like the family stuff. Maybe there's a kid here, or there's, like I said, an ex or some other situation that seems to be more important than you. Maybe you feel like you're last on the list here with this situation. And it's just like, I just don't feel important to you. Okay? This is really about you knowing that you're very important to them. But this person also takes their responsibilities very seriously. And so it's not that they consider you a responsibility, but they take their feelings for you very seriously. Okay, we have, whenever you feel lonely, just close your eyes and say, Divine Source is with me. They want you to know that whenever you're lonely or missing them, just close your eyes and think about them, and they're there with you. They're always with you. They think about you all the time. You're very important to them. It's almost like they feel like they have to prove it to you. And I think it's because this has been going on for a while, that you haven't felt important. You probably haven't talked about it. It's almost like you think it's just going to go away. Do you think it's just going to go away, this feeling? Where do you think this feeling is really coming from? Do you think it's really coming from, does this person really make you feel not important? Or is this a projection? Are you projecting this? There's no judgment, by the way, for projection. We all do it, okay? We try to hide our feelings, but we forget that our eyes speak. This person knows there's something wrong. They know. They know there's something wrong. Okay? Like, you have tells. Your voice, your eyes, the way you handle yourself. You can say, oh, I'm fine. Oh, it's okay. Your silence speaks volumes. All right, so they know there's something going on, and they want you to know that you are very important to them. Now, this doesn't mean this person is perfect, okay? Because I feel them coming forward and saying, you know what, sometimes I am self-focused. And that is something that I need to deal with, is, you know, being a little bit self-focused. I've had a history of that, you know, and it's probably something we need to talk about. So, you know, you always have to remember that you're not the only one in the relationship who is working through things, okay, and aware of things, all right? So this person is focused on responsibilities. They're also focused on making themselves happy. And listen, there's nothing wrong with doing the things that make you happy. I mean, would you want this person to spend time with you if they really didn't want to? You know what I'm saying? And if you need to be with somebody who can give you more time, you need to have a conversation and say, listen, I need to be with somebody who can give me more time. If that's not you, then maybe this isn't the thing for me, right? Boy, it's hard to get there, isn't it? And that's hard because I feel this energy of like, but I don't want to lose this person. Well, that's worst case scenario. You know, it's worst case scenario. You're very important to me. Tell me more. Give me some more. What else you want them to know? You're very important to me. What huge changes in your life do you need to accept and acknowledge? Funeral. Wow. How have you changed? What do you need to change? Is not feeling important, is that really what's happening in this relationship? Or is this coming from something from the past? Something like maybe this has been going on in all your relationships where you don't feel important. And maybe this is really coming from a sense that you have of feeling small and unimportant. Because people have made you feel that way, because you've made yourself feel that way, because for some reason there's something about you taking up space, either physically, emotionally, with your voice, with you, with being human. And it's time for you to strut your stuff like nobody is watching. It's time for you to fully embody who you are and stop apologizing. The change is coming. It's upon you. You can't hide how you feel, okay, from this person. I feel like this person is scared they're fixing to lose you. We have stars. Are your friends with you in sorrow or just during happy times in your life? Have you let this person know about your pain? Have you let them know about your unhappiness? Have you let them know about not feeling important? Are you remembering to beautify yourself for a much needed confidence boost? Some of you guys need to do some self-care. You've been neglecting yourself. You've been so distracted by not feeling important and like you matter to this person. Listen, you cannot be the center of the universe for somebody else. That is not healthy. And if you reflect, you might be seeing that you're trying subconsciously to repeat a toxic pattern with this person. And the universe has got you both kind of locked up so that you don't. So things may be slowing down and you might be feeling like, oh, wow, has this run out of steam? Like, what's going on? I don't feel important. I don't feel like I matter. And then you get more needy. And then your conversations get weird. You pull away. They feel you pulling away. They don't understand it. Meantime, they're trying to take care of their business. You're taking care of your business. And really, they don't realize it, but you're neglecting yourself because you feel small and unworthy because you aren't getting the outside validation that you think you need to validate yourself. When really, this part of your journey, this leg of the journey, honey, is about you self-validating. Okay, you don't need anyone else's validation outside yourself. You are more than enough. You fill up the room with your beautiful presence, okay? This person wants you to know that. You are beautiful and perfect the way you are. And there is a change coming. I want to focus on this change. Tell me about this change. I feel like pulling some more of these romance angel cards for you. Tell me about this change that's coming for group 2. What is this change? This book of changes. What is the change coming? Tell me about this change. Okay, we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay. All right. Wedding. Boom. Okay, I feel like some of you guys are heading towards like a more serious children. Okay, so I feel like some of you guys are heading towards a more serious relationship. It could be this one. And it could be the releasing of this one. Okay, tell me more. I need more verification of this. There is a change. There is a voicing of your needs. There is a knowledge that you are not less than, and there's a knowledge of what you deserve. Strut yourself like nobody is watching. Stretch your stuff like no one is watching. You don't need to be ashamed of your emotions. Okay, this is how you feel. It's not a judgment. It's just how you feel. And it's valid because you feel it. It's your emotion. Own your emotions. You have them for a reason. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. Okay, this could be like true, intense love here. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. I feel like this person has very deep feelings for you. They're also being very self-controlled about it. And that might be why you're feeling so much like you're not that important. They have control issues. They're a little afraid too. See, a lot of times in these situations, we don't realize the other person's going through stuff too. They're dealing with their own baggage. They have their own fear. Okay, and we have playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. Yes, I feel like this person needs you to joke around and play with them. Have some fun. Stop being so serious all the time. I know it's hard, but if you're not feeling important to this person's saying, you are important. Like, I think about long-term. Wedding. And, I hate to wave this card around because, I have my own thoughts about marriage, but if you feel like that is something you want, by all means, go get it, right? And this person is saying, like, I feel like we could get married and have kids together. Like, we could have a future together. You're very important. For some reason, this person is not able to voice that to you right now, for whatever reason this is. Okay, we have distorted feminine. Yeah, they just have problems with their emotions. They're having problems communicating their emotions right now. And it's probably because of this X over here, the damage, the situation. Somebody may have been cheated on or lied to and betrayed. Their emotions weren't returned. It could have been unrequited love where one partner loved the other one more. They're a little afraid of that. This person has a lot of deep emotions as well. We have emotional freedom. Okay, and they don't have this emotional freedom. That's why they're coming through this reading, telling you how they feel, okay? We have the divine feminine. Okay, so we have the distorted feminine and the divine feminine. So there's healing. This relationship has the potential to be very healing emotionally, all right? But it's important that you both are patient with one another and patient with yourself, okay? And speak your truth. Don't have any shame about it. If you want to get married, make that known, all right? You don't need to be ashamed of the fact that you want to get married. You want to have somebody in your life. You want long term. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. If you want to have kids, you want the dream. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, don't let anyone make you feel bad for that. It is possible to be happy. Okay, it is. And maybe that's part of this change, is allowing yourself to be happy. Allowing yourself to receive this manifestation of happiness, okay? Let's get some tarot here. Tell me more about this connection. Tell me more about what you have to say to this person. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords, and then we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay. What I'm feeling here is this person has had a really difficult time with probably an ex who has been very emotionally and verbally abusive. Okay, some really nasty, horrible things have been said to this person that has really blocked them from being able to move forward in their emotions. It's really locked them up emotionally, and they're terrified. They're terrified to open up. Okay, so this is going to take time. Okay, we have Magician and the Chariot. Okay, but there is going to be change here. Okay, and it's going to take place because this is something that you're manifesting. You manifest it by action. Let this person know that you're there for them, and let them be there for you. Show that you trust them by talking to them and saying, you know, I don't feel important. Open up to them and show them that you can be vulnerable. You trust them and they trust you. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, just like I told group 1, you know, there are no guarantees in life that you're not going to get hurt again. Okay. It's part of the human experience. We all get hurt. People who love us hurt us. Okay. But don't lock people out of your life because you've gotten hurt. Okay, you have to heal, you have to learn, and you have to move on. Otherwise, you stagnate and your roots wither. You bear no fruit. You turn into like a dead tree in the middle of a desert. And that's no way for a human being to live. You deserve more than that, you know. So I feel like balance is coming. Change is coming in this relationship where it's going to become more balanced, less emotional distortion. But it's going to take communication, clear communication, okay? Woo! You have everything you need in this relationship. It's there. You just got to uncover it, okay? I'm feeling this card. And we have the King of Swords, and we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is probably an X, okay? All right, so we have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So this is divine counterpart energy, all right? So I feel like you guys are divine counterparts, okay? That's good. That's soulmates. That's people who are meant to be. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which is single parent energy in reverse. So I feel like this is an ex that is probably kind of a nightmare. Okay, might be a lot to deal with. Okay, and if you guys continue in this relationship and it goes deeper, you're going to have to learn how to deal with this energy. And this person, I just want you to know, they may be having their hands full dealing with this. There may be money issues around this as well. It may be that the ex isn't the problem, but money is the problem. Right? Maybe this person isn't good with money, or they're having a hard time with their money, and they don't really want to talk to you about that right now. But whatever it is, I feel like they want you to know they're very serious about this relationship. But what they need is for you to engage with them in a more playful way. Like laugh, have some fun, and you need it too. You need to return to the joy of this connection. Okay, it will really help lighten up this energy. They need it, and I think you do too. All right, let's get you some letters and some charms. Okay, group 2, these are your letters and your charms. Now, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates. This could be your initials, their initials, a meaningful word or name or screen name. So I'm going to read off the letters for you. We have OBGCT, JOSLLF, YEJAIB, PCRDUW, NUEITDGK. All right, you got quite a few charms here. Quite a few charms. Yeah, we have the pumpkin coach here, which is for me is like the chariot card. There's going to be motion here in this connection, okay? But I feel like for you, there's a lot of healing of your confidence, okay? Of you being able to speak your mind and knowing your worth, okay? Knowing your worth is going to improve your relationship. That's a process. It doesn't happen overnight, okay? You have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in the things that you want to do. Some people, when we have all kinds of trauma responses and bad situations and toxic behaviors, we often deny ourselves the things that we want or are curious about. Like we'll be curious, say we're, okay, example, like you're curious about ancient Egypt, but for some reason, every time you get curious about it, you don't go into it. You just deny yourself that knowledge because you just do. You just do. There's a sense of a need to deny yourself those things. And if you're that kind of person where you deny yourself things like that, you need to ask yourself why. You need to reflect on, why do I constantly deny myself things that I would enjoy, that I want to do? Because you might be finding that on some level, you're denying yourself deeper connections with people, like you're sabotaging your connections with people out of fear. Out of fear. And it's keeping you in this feeling of being small, feeling unimportant, okay? You may find that you were pulled to group 1 as well. There may be some messages in group 1 for you. We have the wheel here. I feel like the big change is that there's some positive changes coming in your life, and they are really rooted in your sense of self. When you heal up your sense of self, your sense of self-worth, it does really flower and blossom into other areas of your life, your career, your friendships, your romantic relationships, and either those romantic relationships blossom or they die. Right? And I feel like for you, like this could really blossom. But, you know, your partner, it seems like this person who's coming through has been through a lot. And they're learning to trust. It's like you're mirroring each other. There's divine counterpart energy here. So not only are they here to help you heal, but you're here to help them heal. So if you start changing your point of view on this relationship and understanding that yeah, there may be issues from the past they're dealing with, ex, divorces, children, property, things like that that they have to deal with. Know that there's a future here. There's change here. And they are looking for long term. Like this is someone who actively thinks about wanting to be married again. Like they want to be married. They want to be in a long-term relationship. If that doesn't resonate, then this group isn't for you. Okay? Because this person feels like they definitely want long-term and it feels like marriage. Okay? Um, so if that's something you're wanting, they want you to know that they want that and they feel very strongly for you. Okay? But this person does feel emotionally a little locked up. Okay? And that's probably you may be feeling unimportant or kind of cast aside because there's not a lot of emotional availability, and it's because of this X situation. Okay, so it's going to take patience, but we have the pumpkin here. That's abundance. Okay, so I feel like there is potential in this connection for like happily ever after. We have the pumpkin. We have did we have the chariot here? We have the chariot, the pumpkin coach. We have all the makings of a happily ever after like fairy tale. Okay, but it's going to take patience. It's going to take work, and I really feel like instead of focusing all this energy on how you feel like they're making you feel, I feel like it's time to reflect on honestly, where is this feeling coming from? Reflect on why you feel the way you do. If it's honestly coming like from this person, they don't call you, you don't hear from them for days, that kind of thing, well then you have a situation where this person's not really into you. Okay? And then this whole reading is squashed. Okay. But if it's really a situation where you need a lot of attention because you're healing up your self image and because people your whole life haven't given you the kind of attention you needed, they haven't made you feel important, maybe you've never felt important to anyone, then there are deeper issues here that through reflection and through your own self work can be healed. Okay, but it takes time and you have to be good to yourself. And if you need to find someone to talk to, please do that, okay? Because that's what professionals are for, all right? Okay, group 2, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I'll see you, beautiful, magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that picked this pink heart, this is going to be your reading all about what do they secretly want you to know. All right, keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I will be pulling as I go and getting letters, initials, and charms at the end of the reading. The card that came out from the Kuan Yin Oracle is Reveal the Peacock Beauty. Okay, well, the first thing that I get they want you to know, they secretly want you to know, is that you're beautiful. I feel like this person probably doesn't tell you that very much. You probably don't hear it as much. I feel like this overwhelming emotion coming forward. Like you are beautiful. You're just beautiful inside out. Like everything about you is so beautiful. It's magical. Like you're a magical being. Yeah, just take that in, okay? Take it in. Take in that sweetness of being called beautiful. All right? Own it. You're very attractive. No, this person's saying, no, you're beautiful. You're absolutely beautiful. Maybe you feel like you haven't heard that in a heartfelt way from this person, and that's why it's coming through. Maybe you wonder sometimes if they really find you attractive. Maybe you've had kids or, you've been together a while, or maybe, it's a new relationship and they just haven't told you. Maybe they're not very verbal about that kind of stuff. Maybe things have gotten stale. But I feel like they want you to know that they still find you incredibly attractive. For some of you, there's something about your eyes. You have green eyes or blue eyes, brown eyes, all colored eyes, okay? There's just something very piercing and true about your eyes. We're going to get several of those. Okay, let's see what we got here. We have forgiveness. Oh, You guys, we have the divine masculine. Oh, okay. The silver waterfall. Okay. And we have the distorted masculine. Group 2 had the distorted feminine and the divine feminine. Okay, so you might be drawn to that one too. All right. So I feel like there is a divine masculine energy that's asking for forgiveness, because I feel like they feel like they've neglected you in some kind of way, like neglected nurturing you, neglected caring for you in positive ways. Like they haven't reinforced your beauty. They haven't appreciated you. They haven't appreciated your beauty, your heart, all that you do, all that you give. And I'm hearing someone say, I feel kind of like an asshole. And I feel like I've taken you for granted, which is something I said I didn't want to do. I almost feel like this person's like trying to get into my channel and come straight through my throat chakra. So I feel like this person's probably maybe spiritually gifted, but I feel like this person's just like, I told you that I'd never take you for granted, and I feel like that's what I've done. I feel like I hurt you. Maybe you guys had a fight recently, and maybe they said something you never thought they would say, or they've done something you never thought they would do, and you kind of feel a little crushed about it. And they want you to forgive them. They're asking. They're not demanding, but they're asking for you to forgive them. That, it was just a bad moment, an off the cuff moment, and they're going to try, to be better. But, we have the distorted masculine here. They're healing just like you are. We have bridge. The bridge keeps showing up. The bridge showed up in a different card, but a bridge showed up in group 1. We have 2 things are coming together. Do you know what they are? That's funny. I get like a sexual vibe from that card. So it's like they want you to know that like they're very attracted to you. They're very sexually attracted to you. They're very turned on by you. They love your body. They think you're extremely hot. And they think about it a lot. Okay, I'm going to try to keep this PG. 13. Okay, teddy bears. Are you realizing you have an emotional dependency to someone because of your past trauma? Okay, so they realize that you have a delicate emotional disposition. This whole pick a card has been about emotional intimacy, okay? And the difficulties that we as human beings have with being emotionally intimate, okay? And I feel like this person's like, I'm very physically attracted to you. You're beautiful. And I feel like I've neglected you in some way emotionally, because I feel like we've meshed together like in a sexual way, but we've only gone so deep, and it's like we had this fight or something happened, and we're kind of like, we're not broken up, but we're kind of at a pause. We're at a pause. And this person wants forgiveness. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I took you for granted. I'm sorry I took it out on you. You're the last person in the world that I would ever want to take something out on. But I did. And I'm sorry I hurt you. And you just may not have expected this from this person. You know what it is? I think you didn't expect this person to be able to hurt you so much, so easily. I'm sorry. You're very tender-hearted. There's nothing wrong with being tender-hearted, okay? It means that your emotions for this person are very real, all right? You're having real emotions. Good for you. They're authentic. The love you feel is real. A lot of people don't feel real love, They have a hard time getting there. That's half the battle. So you got your heart broken a little bit. You got your feelings hurt, right? And I'm not saying it's okay. But people who love us are going to hurt us. And if we discard everyone who hurts us, we're not going to have anybody. There's a difference between someone hurting our feelings and someone abusing us. And there's power in being able to discern that, especially after, childhood trauma. We have perception. Are you looking out for yourself from someone's psychological and emotional harm towards you? Okay, so you may be hypervigilant. You may be like, hey, this hurt me, and I just don't know. And I feel like this person is coming forward and saying, the reason why you're feeling this way is because I feel like I've neglected you emotionally. Like I haven't been as supportive. I haven't been as nurturing. I haven't been as forthcoming. I've kind of taken you for granted. I don't compliment you enough. I don't tell you how much you mean to me. You know, you can tell somebody you love them 15 times a day, but after a while, if you don't elaborate on that, if you don't show them through other means, those words stop meaning what they're supposed to mean, right? And if you've been together for any length of time, sometimes you have to open up every now and then and say, hey, you know, I don't know what my life would be without you, kind of thing. Like, I feel like you're needing a deep, like, showing of love from this person. And I think this person realizes that. I think this person, I'm hearing like, I fucked up. I fucked up. And I don't feel like this person like cheated on you. I feel like this is like, I haven't taken care of this gift. You are a gift. I feel like this person's like, you are a gift. And I haven't taken very good care of it. You, not it. You're not an it. You're a you. And sometimes I feel like I don't deserve you. Like maybe this is a mistake. Maybe I don't deserve you because I don't know how to take care of you. I don't know how to nurture you. I don't know how to help us grow. I don't know how to help you open up and feel safe with me. I don't know what to do. The distorted masculine. I don't know. And it's because this person's feminine energy needs to be healed. They're working on healing it, and they feel uncomfortable feeling emotionally vulnerable, okay? And they're having problems like telling you that you're attractive, telling you you're beautiful and how much they want you makes them feel vulnerable because you could cheat on them and leave. You could leave them. They have abandonment issues, okay? Give your relationship a chance, okay? Please give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Codependence. I think you're trying not to be codependent. I think this other person is trying not to be codependent. You want to heal it in a positive way, right? I get that. And it's hard to know, as someone who has been through toxicity, it's hard to know, when am I being codependent and when am I being emotionally intimate? How do I tell the difference? Because sometimes when we're healing up toxicity, when we've had a lot of toxic patterns and things in our lives, sometimes the line blurs, right? Forgiving and learning. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I haven't been as good to you as I should have. Sometimes people's love languages are not the same. This person, their love language may be acts of service or gift giving. And your love language may be words, like emotional words, like opening up heart-to-heart conversations and that kind of thing. And that can be difficult. We have the Two of Cups here. That's good. That's seeing eye to eye. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm going to do better. Let's talk about it. Don't shut me out. Please don't shut me out. Don't shut me out. Whatever you do, don't shut me out. Okay? The divine masculine. He's trying to get in balance. And he is just, it's energy, not gender. He's trying to get into balance with the silver waterfall. Trying to heal this up. But subconsciously knows that there needs to be more feminine energy, more emotional energy invested into this relationship. Justice. Tell me about this justice for this couple. Tell me about this justice. It feels like good karma. Yes, a new beginning. A leap of faith. A leap of faith. This person's willing to make this leap of faith with you. If you can just forgive. Is your person funny? Because I feel like there's this funny energy coming through. Like, because my wand is all for you, baby. This reading has been so serious, like, because it's like emotional blocks that people are trying to work through and stuff like that. And this person's like, it's all for you. Like, everything I got is for you. We have the moon here, and we have the Six of Pentacles, right? We have the scales again, Libra, Taurus energy, feeling Venus energy with the scales. I'm not sure. I'm an intuitive reader, so take what it is. But I feel like there's a lot of positive karma coming for this couple. I feel like you guys, if you guys can work this out and get through this rough part, I feel like you will go to a more emotionally satisfying place in your relationship where there will be more give and take. Okay. It will be a more even keel. Both of you will howl at the moon together. You'll be wild together. I feel like, I'm just going to say, I feel like your sexual dynamic is going to take off. Okay. I feel like your sexual dynamic is going to kick off even more. And I feel like it may have slowed down a little bit or been stagnant because you haven't been feeling like as attractive. Maybe you haven't felt like your partner has been as attracted to you. And maybe you've had a hard time talking to your partner about it because of all this other gunky energy. Okay. And, it's been hard, right? It's been hard, but I feel like we're getting into some forward motion. We got Mars going direct. We got a lot of planets coming out of retrograde. So get ready. Things are going to get interesting. All right, I'm going to get some more cards here. What else do we have for my group 3? What else? Forgive me. A moonlit dance. Feminine energy. Okay. I feel like this person loves your feminine energy. Okay, they are drawn to that. Like your beauty, your femininity, it brings out the masculine energy within them of being protective. They feel very protective of you. They also feel very possessive of you, okay? And they know that other people find you desirable. And they are afraid that someone's going to come and swipe you away. And deep down, that they're a little passive aggressive about not telling you you're attractive. Okay, that's cracked open. Because they're afraid that you might. I know it is what it is. But it's a fear. It's just an honest fear. Okay, they do not want to lose you. But I think you need to be fed. I think you need to be nurtured, and they know that. There's something here about your wildness, your primal self. They really, really enjoy that. Like when you guys can get really primal, you know what I'm saying? They really like that when they get to see like your divine feminine wild self come out. They really enjoy that. They think you're beautiful. We have Basset. I can't say her name, so I'm not going to try. Ferocious femininity. There you go. They love that. They think that you are vivacious, luscious, ferocious. There's so many wonderful things about you and your femininity. It's inspiring. For some of you, not for all of you, but for some of you, you have a little bit of muse energy going on. Okay. This person's just really, they're not real balanced in their emotions. They're not real balanced in being forthcoming because they have a lot of fear of losing you. Okay. And I feel like if you could take some of this powerful feminine energy and kind of, I don't want to use the word like soften up, but kind of like open up a little bit, I guess, nurture this connection and let them know that you too are, open for deeper conversation. You start giving to them and have conversations that are meaningful and tell them what you need, right? If you can forgive this person and move past it, and I think you can because you haven't run away. You haven't turned off from this person. You've stayed. It's like you had glue on your feet and you were like, "Okay, I'm not going to like cut this person off. I'm not going to run away, but I'm not moving forward." You know, for people who are healing, that's just like running towards somebody. You know, staying in the same spot is pretty much the same thing to someone who is trying to heal up toxicity. You know, it doesn't feel like it, but you aren't going nowhere. Okay? They need to know that too. They need to know that you're not going anywhere. Maybe you need to reassure this person. Okay? They did mess up, and I feel like there's a lack of appreciation for you, and they're aware of it. But you guys need to talk about it. Okay? You need to make your needs known. And you probably need an apology from this person. And we have Lilith, the first feminist, autonomy. Lilith showed up for you, you guys. This is powerful. Like walking into the true power of yourself. Being validated in yourself. That's really what this is about. Yes, this person thinks you're beautiful. But if you noticed, there is a need within you for this outer validation. And yes, we want to be attractive to our partners. But I feel like for you guys, there may be something more here that we're talking about. That requires your further reflection. There's a need for you, group 3, to release this need for validation from others. And there's also a need for you to not allow people to take you for granted. This has probably been going on for a while. You know, the going through the motions every day. The I love you. The like, hey, how was your day? You know, the automatic motions with no depth, with no connection. You know, even the most passionate sex can become robotic if it's just done over and over without any emotional like depth. So this is about you. Lilith is about you reconnecting to yourself, reconnecting to your power, and saying, you know what, I need to feel in this relationship. I need depth. I need to know that you're crazy about me. I need to know that I can tell you that I'm crazy about you. This is about breaking through to the next cycle in your relationship where love, attraction, sexuality, all of those things are vibing high. Because I feel like group 3, I feel like there's something bigger at play for you guys. Your relationship is one that supports this bigger vision. And that's a whole other reading. But there's something bigger going on for you with Lilith showing up here. This tells me there's a bigger vision for you. And this relationship is one where you're learning how to self-validate. You're learning about what you want and your worth. You're learning how to voice your needs to your partner and to yourself. Maybe you're figuring out what you want, right? I think it's also about learning that it's okay to be vulnerable and that we're going to be hurt by the people we love. But it's also not okay to let things go numb in relationships and not say anything, right? That sometimes the comfort we get from the average everyday needs to be shaken up so that we can reconnect to our passion within a relationship, all right? Okay, group 3, let's get into your charms, your letters, and your initials, all right? Okay. Hey, group 3, these are going to be your letters and your charms. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates here. These could be your initials, their initials, a screen name, a word, something meaningful. Just take what resonates. All right, I'm going to read the letters off for you. We have NRHOASAKULCGELAXTTJIEBKTIGFVOCP. All right, you got a lot of charms here. We have the Native American or Indigenous coin from Illinois. So I have Native or Indigenous ancestors around. I feel like group 3, I just feel like there's something bigger going on with you. Okay, lots of ancestors in these charms. All right. You're very protected, and what you're going through right now is part of your healing journey. It's part of your journey to you doing that bigger thing that you're called to do. You guys who resonate with that know exactly what I'm talking about. Some of you may be called to work with the angelics. Okay, some of you guys may be being called to the craft, or you're in the craft of some kind, witchcraft, the occult, or some kind of root working or folk magic. This could be a family tradition as well. Just take what resonates here. I feel like some of you guys are highly empathic, you're highly psychic, and I have a spider here, and I'm feeling like there's a new chapter of your life being woven. And this person, I feel like, they feel like you're a gift from the universe. You may feel like they're a gift from the universe. And there is a happily ever after being casted. I'm hearing the word casted before you. However, it is important that you step into your power in every area. And a lot of times, listen, when we're manifesting stuff, a lot of times the last place we step into our power is in this emotional realm, because it's really where we face many of our shadow issues, many of our areas of shame around emotions. A lot of times as children, when we're made to feel small, unimportant, like we don't matter, we're taken for granted as children. We're told our emotions don't matter because we're just small kids, and what we think, what we feel, what we say doesn't matter. A lot of us, as children, especially in my generation, we were latchkey kids. We were kind of in the way all the time. Our parents were tired because they worked all the time. We kind of felt like we were just a burden. And this situation may have made you feel like you're just a burden. You may constantly battle these feelings of feeling like a burden to people who tell you they love you or care about you, and you're having trouble kind of healing that idea up. And that is a foundational thing that you're healing. Like this is lower chakra healing. Okay, this is where your sense of safety is going to come from, because you're going to find that you are your home. Okay, you are your sense of safety. Okay, some of you guys just really need to get grounded on the regular. You need to ground your energy to the planet, to Gaia. You need to get in some water, get your hands in some dirt, grow something, hold some worry stones, or just some stones from a river or a stream. But definitely every day touch something in the natural world. Okay, your plants, laugh with your kids, whatever you need to do, but stay grounded. Okay, it's really, really important, and it's going to help you heal your heart. It's going to help you know your worth. You matter. Listen to me. You matter. I don't care how small people made you feel. I don't care how insignificant people made you feel. I mean, I do care about that, but it doesn't matter what they said to you. All of those things they said to you were reflections of how they were treated. It's reflections of their pain. It's reflections of their pain that they projected upon you. It's not yours to carry. And it's time that you start trusting the people around you that tell you they love you, and opening up even when they hurt you. If they're not doing toxic things to you, and maybe this is just a time where there was a lot of things going on and you got taken for granted. The relationship got taken for granted. It happens. But it doesn't mean that you and your person can't change course and take things to a level where you both can be happy, where you can get back to this, seeing eye to eye, having good times, being playful, being friendly, having good conversations. Oh, and this person's also saying, and the hot sex is good too. So, there is incredible levels of attraction here. This person deep down does not feel good enough for you. And they're scared that if They really tell you or show you how much they love you and how beautiful and attractive they think you are, that somehow that makes them look more vulnerable and you'll leave. They have terrible abandonment issues. Maybe you do too. But I'm seeing I'm seeing this card as like two small children, like two inner childs that need to sit down and have a conversation. Y'all need to go like play on the playground and enjoy each other. Learn to trust one another by having some fun together. Reconnect to your person through joy and happiness. Okay? And allow the forgiveness to naturally flow. Allow the moment when you have a deeper conversation to naturally flow as you return to one another. Okay? After a time that may have been hurtful. Okay? You're learning how to heal and not disconnect. And it's very hard because in the past you probably have disconnected or disassociated as a way to cope with trauma and toxicity. And now you're healing. You have a bigger calling here and you're trying to heal. You're trying to move on and break these generational curses. This is the card that's flipped up on this Kali Love deck. It is the you are about to break a generational curse. So that's part of it. Being able to truly love another and have them truly love you is allowing someone to know you. Okay? So I know it's tough. You hang in there, okay? There's a lot of healing in these charms. There's also money here. You're manifesting money. You're manifesting success and power, okay? You're manifesting possibility. There's a star and a star here. You know, you're manifesting attraction. You're manifesting attention. You're manifesting like sexiness, sensuality, you know, but this is part of it. This is going to give you more confidence. This is going to make you feel like you can go to the next stage of your evolution, of your manifestation, of receiving those things from the universe. But first, you got to get home all worked out, right? You got to get your mind and your heart in sync, you know, and you and your person, you need to reconnect. I feel that very deeply with you guys, group 3. All right. Okay, group 3, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, leave me a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.